What is going on, guys? Just got off the gig. It's getting towards the end of July right now. It's been a very, very hot summer here in Chicago, but my generator has been keeping me cool. Air conditioner's been working great. Well, I just wanted to get everybody the good news in a nutshell. Right now, since I've been started working since May the 10th, August the 10th will be right at 3 months at my job. I've already saved $2,100 in less than 3 months of working. But let's just average it out and say $2,100 divided by 3. How you doing, Matt? Is about $700 a month. So if I work right now, I got $2,100 in the bank. Let's just say if I can average and save $700 a month, which is about the cost of rent of an apartment, actually. $700. If I work, I am going to work August, September, October, November for sure. So 700 times 4 is $2,800. And if you add $2,800 to $2,100, that puts me right about about $4,900, almost $5 grand, which is pretty good actually. And if I were to work, say for the month of December, and say if I can save another $700 for December, that'll put me at about $5,600. That'll be more than enough to get me through the winter time and then some. So the good news is, estimating, just guesstimating here, that I will have saved anywhere between, let's just say give or take, depending if I work. If I work until December, I'm going to have about $5 grand in the bank, maybe more, maybe less, maybe $5,000 and $5,500. And if I work through the month of December, which I should, because that's a lot of money not to give up, maybe I can get through the month of December. Sometimes the weather can be brutal, but I really want to get through December and work December. I want to see if I can get through it. I think I can. I think I have an inclination that I can. And if I can work through, let's just say, August, September, October, November, and then December, it's only another 5 months, which is going to fly by. I'm going to be in really good shape financially. So December is a if. I don't know if I'm going to stay for December. I'd like to, because it's a lot of money to give up double time on the holidays and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens. Get him financially secure. You know, if I can save anywhere between $5,000 and $7,000, I'm going to be in good shape. And I'm waiting. A lot of people have been lying and telling me that I owe payments on the Lisa Marie or stuff like that. I've paid for the Lisa Marie in full since June of 2014. And what happened was, years ago when I was in Vegas and I was showing Bobby, which is Rosie's friend, I was showing him my title and stuff, and I was showing him some title work on the Lisa Marie because he was curious about some stuff, and I ended up just losing the title in the hotel room, and I never had ordered the title. But now I have sent in a $10 check, and they told me, and I filled out some paperwork, and they told me I'm going to get the title in 10 to 13 weeks. So I'm not in a rush to get the title, but it's always nice to have the title on hand in case anything happens, in case my rig gets totaled, or you know, in an accident, something like that, in case I want to sell the rig, which I am going to be putting a rig up for sale. So anyways, I paid $7,300 in June of 2014 for the Lisa Marie. I've said this before many times. And actually, if I wanted to get the title within 3 to 5 days, I would have to go to the state where the Lisa Marie's titled at. I'm not going to reveal what state it's titled in, but I guess people will eventually know, because I'm going to put the VIN number out when I sell it, when I put it up for sale. Will this be the year, this year, next year, where I sell the Lisa Marie? I'm going to test the market. I'm going to put the Lisa Marie up for $19,500 or best offer. If people don't want the generator and the rack, I'm going to give them a $1,500 discount. And the lagoon table is pretty much in brand new condition, so if they don't want that, I'm going to give them $200 off. So those are the only two discounts. Besides that, I'm going to be putting up for $19,000 19.5 or best offer, and try to get anything between 15 and 19 for it. I think it will sell to the right person. I'm not in a hurry to sell the rig, but it is what it is. We'll see what happens. We'll test the market out. I'm ready to get into a larger rig. I'm ready to get into a B plus, a Chinook, or a wide body, or maybe something along the lines of a Roadtrip 210, 200, Pleasure Way, Leisure Travel, or a Coach House wide body, or maybe something along the lines of a Chinook. Maybe an Airstream if I find a good deal. Maybe even a Rialta. I'm not going to rule that out. But anyways, it is what it is. So good news for me. I'm on the way to financial security and prosperity. I'm doing great. Besides the weather being hot here in Chicago, there's a little bit of a cool off. Besides that, it is what it is. I just bought a 2001 Chinook. Good deal. Chinooks are great rigs. But anyways, it is what it is. We'll see what happens with what things. We'll see what happens in the world. It's always good to take our time on things. And I think that the right person with the right money is going to come and buy my rig one day. Maybe this year, maybe next year, maybe never. But anyway, I look at it is this rig has earned its keep. And it is what it is. So I'm gonna be everyone should always have their RVs for sale and test the market and see what people are willing to pay. So it is what it is. It is what it is. And if I find a good deal at a RV dealership, I'll never sell my rig through an RV dealership because they'll give you pennies for your rig. But if I find a good deal at an RV dealership and I see an older rig that I like, I wouldn't mind trading my rig in and putting some money on top of it and getting into a wide body, but I don't want to make any payments, and I want a cash deal. So, but selling your rig is the best thing because you're going to get the maximum amount of money for it. So, I will reveal. Actually, I don't know if I'm going to reveal what I will sell my rig for. I think that I'm going to just keep that private. I think it's not really anybody's business. I can put it up for sale. But it's really nobody's business, what I sell the rig for, and it is what it is. So that's the bottom line on that. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's just a little update from me. Hopefully things will be. I think things are going to be cooling down in Chicago here through August. I'm surprised because usually August is usually as hot or hotter than July, but it seems like things are cooling down a bit. So that's a good thing. Basically August is one of those months, usually it's hot in Chicago, but it seems like it's going to be cooling down. September is going to be a delight. It's going to be a breeze to get through September, and I think I'm going to save up more than $700 a month, because once the fall time comes, I'm not going to be running the generator that much for air conditioning, and therefore I will save a lot of money in fuel. I'm going to save, I think I will save a lot more, probably $900 or $1,000 for the months of September and October and November, because there's not going to be much heat needed, really. So anyways, I'm estimating that I'm going to save between $5,000 and $7,000, depending on I believe that's what I will. I'm shooting for 7,000, 6,000 to 7,000. That was my goal. Mr. X said I'm not going to save more than 4,000. Well, he's off. I'm going to save easily between $5,000 and $7,000. And I'm going to have the ability to, and a financial wherewithal to put my rig up for sale, and see what the market bears for it. Again, I'm not in a hurry to sell, and it is what it is. Wouldn't it be easier just to call these two guys? What do you mean by that? I don't know what this guy means. I'm gonna get rid of this guy because I don't know what this guy means. Anyways, that's pretty much it. I'm saving right now $700 a month. If you average, I started working May the 10th. It hasn't even really been even 3 months actually. August the 10th is going to be 3 months. So I'm saving around $700 a month, $2,100 divided by 3. And that's within the high cost of gas, running the generator, continuously running for the air conditioning. That's costing me, you know, a considerable amount of money here to stay cool and comfortable in the rig when I go to sleep. I only run the generator when I'm sleeping in the rig. That's about it. So I got to get through this summer here, and hopefully there's going to be bigger savings, like I said, for the fall months as we approach cooler weather, and it's going to be a breeze. It's going to be a breeze. And that's about it. I don't see changing my job. I just, out of convenience, I really don't want to, but because I'm only going to be here for a short period of time. So it's tempting to stay for December, but I don't know if I will. If the weather goes downhill, it's probably not going to be a good idea to stay for December. And December can go either way. Pretty much it can go either way. You can get a polar vortex in December or not. So that's about it. That's about it. Just stacking up the cash. Why am I selling the Lisa Marie? Well, it's always, I'm putting the rig up for sale. And that is, there's a multitude of reasons. One of them is because, number one, you know, I've had fun with this rig. I've had this rig for a while. And it's always good to test the market out and see what the market is bearing. Right now, it's a seller's market because a lot of people are looking for Class B camper vans. And I'm selling the Lisa Marie for the simple reason, in fact, I just want to get a larger RV. Not much larger, but larger. I need something that's a little bit larger for full-time living. Something along the lines of a BT Cruiser, a Phoenix Cruiser, a Born Free, a Chinook, a Starflight, a wide body, a Roadtrip 200, a Roadtrip 210. I need a little bit more living space. I'm not really worried about the bathroom or stuff like that because I could always take showers at gyms. But just having more space in the rig, more storage, is key to living this kind of lifestyle. And so it's all about finding a good rig for the money, and you always want to buy cash. So if I sell the rig, it's going to be the right person with the right money is going to buy this rig someday. Will it be this year? Will it be next year? I don't know. But that's the bottom line. I'm not in a hurry and I'm not pressured. The rig has earned its keep and it's made me a lot of money over the years, and I'm going to keep on running with it. But bottom line is that I'm here right now. I just see this rig as a moneymaker, basically, for me at this point. But I know that in the future, I'm going to need to get a rig that's a little bit more fully self-contained, that's larger, that's more comfortable for full-time living. And that's why I just need to get something a little bit larger. And that's really what I wanted to do from the get-go. I had my eye on a trans van, and my dad wouldn't help me get it, and it didn't fall through. But I always wanted a larger rig. I always wanted a larger rig. I always wanted a B+ or a not a Class C, but a wide body or a B+. And it never came to fruition. Rosie was going to buy my rig years ago, and I was going to buy my cousin's Leisure Travel, and he didn't sell it to me. I was going to buy a trans van that my dad didn't help me get, and it never materialized. But now things need to materialize for me, and I need to look forward to the future and look forward to what I'm going to do, and figure out what my future is going to be in this life. I'm also not even ruling out getting a conversion van. I do like the Chevrolet conversion vans, or a Ford conversion van, and convert it into a Class B. I'm not ruling that out. Mr. X could help me with the build, but I do also have an interest in conversion vans. Whether I get a Chevy Explorer van, or something along those lines, and just converting it into what I need. And you know, when you're doing this life, the most important thing to have is climate control, a generator, an air conditioner, a heater, a comfortable bed, and having a refrigerator and having a water system and having all the other systems of a Class B are secondary and not important. And that's what I've learned throughout the years doing this life. So I wouldn't rule out getting a Chevrolet conversion van. I do like the way the Chevrolets look, the Explorer conversion vans. But it's all about how much money you have, and it's all about what's available at the time that you're looking. But what's really in my heart is a wide body, Class B camper van, a Roadtrips 200, maybe a standard Roadtrips 210, you know, a Coach House wide body, Pleasureway wide body, Leisure Travel wide body, or something along the lines of a B+, like I said, a Chinook, a Born Free, a BT Cruiser, a Phoenix Cruiser, Starflight. I know what I want, and it's all about what's available and how much money you got. And if I can sell the rig, let's just say I can theoretically get 15 grand for the Lisa Marie, and if I can save another, let's just say 5,000. I'm not saying I'm going to go take 20,000 and hunk out on all my life savings on a rig, but I think I can easily get a rig, let's just say between maybe 10 and 12,000 cash, maybe 13 cash money, and get a decent rig, and get maybe a newer rig. You know, when you have cash, cash is king, and money talks and BS walks. And so it's all about having the money at the right time and having the cash at the right time, you know. And I don't think it'd be a bad idea to sell my rig, but if it materializes, it materializes, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. It wasn't God's will. You know, it is what it is. This rig is a moneymaker for me any way you look at it. But one day, I'm going to be in the financial position, maybe credit-wise, maybe money-wise, and I don't want to make payments on a rig. I'd rather just buy something cash. But one day, I don't like payments and all that. I want financial freedom. But one day I'll have the money, and I'll have the finances to work my way up into a rig that's the rig of my dreams, I guess, or so to say. No, I don't want to trade it in, because if you trade it in, they're not going to give you more than $3,500. And my rig can easily sell, you know, on the private market between 15 and 19,000. A lot of these rigs, people are paying a lot of money for them, you know, and people are looking for rigs, you know, and that's the bottom line. They're looking for Class B camper vans. They're a hot seller on the market, and that's the bottom line. So, anyways, I don't really have much more else to say. If anybody wants to help me out for some gas and food, I'm doing okay. But if you want to help me out, I still got my PayPal, paypal.me/Elvis Travels. I stopped watching Rosie's content because this domestic stuff, I was really disappointed in her Mexican content. She didn't really show any nightlife or brothels or street walking girls, nothing like that. I was not impressed with her Mexican content, and best content she made was Tijuana, no, hands down. But Kev TV is a very, very poor traveling companion, besides him knowing Spanish, but he's very boring, and I can tell he doesn't want to be on camera. And another thing is the content she made is nothing that I was looking for. I wanted to see some street walking girls and some tea girls and nightlife and street food, and she didn't really show that much. It was very disappointing, the stuff that she showed in Mexico. It was very boring, and at this point I'm just stopped watching her, because the domestic travel is boring, and if she meets up with Bergs, that's boring too. I don't really care about him. He's really a non-entity. So I'm pretty much done with watching her. You know, and I thought she was going to deliver on this Mexican content, but
Excuse me, can I ask you for a favor?
So
I'm going to have a crane come in here because we're going to do replace a unit. Can you park a little bit further over?
You're gonna have a crane?
Yeah, it's gonna park right here.
Oh, when is that? What time is that?
In about an hour.
In about an hour. So how far am I gonna? Why don't you let them know so put some like signs?
We just got here. That's why. Just if you can move over 2 parking spots over.
2 parking spots, but
yeah.
okay. But you should let them know and put some cones so people know not to park.
Yeah, I know. Thank you.
You know?
Yeah, I appreciate it.
All right. Anyways, so so that's about it. I'm gonna get going here, folks, because this guy is doing his thingamajigger, trying to run a crane or whatever the hell he's trying to run here. So I'm gonna probably try to move my rig so they don't damage it or whatever. Well, if they do, they'll get totaled, and I'll get paid from their company. Anyways, all right, guys, I'm gonna pop on out of here. I don't have much else to say, and I'm gonna go ahead and pop on out of here. Just give you guys a little update. And whoever puts this up on YouTube puts it up. If you put it up, put it up. I don't really care. I don't see myself coming back to YouTube. I've pretty much moved on. And to be honest with you, just the reason I come on here is just to have a platform and say my piece to those who are wondering what I've been doing in my life. And that's about it. You know, how long am I going to be doing this? I don't know. How long am I going to be doing this? I don't know. Why am I doing this? I don't know. There's a handful of people that watch me and care about me and wondering what I'm doing, and that's fine, and that's probably why I'm doing it. But at this point in my life, social media is not for me, and is going to come to a point where I'm basically just gonna basically move on from social media and do something else. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on here, really, to be honest with you. I don't care how many people watch. I don't really care people if they watch, but you know, it is what it is. I think it's just came to the point in my life where it's just time for me to move on from social media. And those people who want to stay in contact with me, they always can by adding me on my real Facebook or sending me a message on my real Facebook. They know my name. And that's about it. I just think that I'm pretty much burned out on social media. Burned out on YouTube and burned out on all that, really. Just it's not even on my radar. It's a good thing I've moved on. I'm happier and I'm not stressed out, and I know what my goals are in my life, and I can get things done. So maybe one day all together I'll just go ahead and shut this nomadic monger Facebook off and just be done with it, and pretty much shut off my Twitter and my Instagram. I haven't used that anyway. And if anybody else wants to ever get in touch with me, they could with my personal Facebook. But it's always good to have a good fan page if I ever want to meet people and network in the monger community, because I'm moving on to the monger community. I really have no more interest in the RV community or nothing like that. I'll still do the RV life, but I'm not really interested in interacting with other RVers, so I'm ready to move on. Well, there's a nice breeze right now here, and these guys are getting ready to do their thing here. So that's about it, folks. I'm going to go ahead and pop on out of here. Hope you guys have a good day, and I hope you guys do what you got to do. Make yourselves happy in life. All right, guys.